The Museum of Modern Art in New York City is currently featuring an exhibit entitled The Value of Good Design. It runs through June 15th and is located on the museum's third floor. Right from the moment I walked into the installation, I was impressed by two things. One, the sheer breadth of products that were being shown. And two, the lack of what I would call no-duh choices. Sure, there were Eames and Sarandon designs in prominent places, but the bulk of the work present was clearly chosen more for its true design value rather than its marquee value. An interactive exhibit encouraged visitors to touch and discover certain designs. And you could look out on the sculpture garden if you wanted to, and have your own private moment of design zen. So here now is a look at some of the highlights from this important installation, organized by product type, starting with the automobile. There was only one car selected for this exhibit, but it was a good one. The original Fiat 500 or Cinquecento. In addition to this beautiful cream example, museum goers were treated to original Fiat promotional films that showed what life was like with the car. It's important to note that in post-war Europe there were many great examples of microcars that pushed design in new directions, and the fact that MoMA singled out this particular one says volumes about its importance. Two consumer products left a huge impression on me, one of them being this Sony portable television. Where many early televisions tried to hide the true shape of the picture tube in a square box, Sony embraces said shape. And this Olivetti typewriter is as arrestingly beautiful as it is functional. The sensuous green cover keeping the dust out of the innards, and the chrome edge on each key that acts as a tactile reference and a gorgeous accent. As I mentioned before, Eames and Sarandon furniture were a key part of this exhibit, but other notable works were given prominent floor space, like this gorgeous teak lounge chair designed by Finn Jewell in 1945. The low-slung, modern proportions of this chair are punctuated by the sinuous, polished contours of the teak frame. The craft shown here is some of the best in the whole exhibit, and given the breadth of the work, that speaks volumes. I suspect the curators were keen to point out that Charles Eames was not the only game in town when it came to molded plywood. And this chair by Robin Day definitely makes that point. A very inventive use of the material's capabilities. The exhibit made particular mention of post-war competitions that encouraged designers to come up with new, innovative ways of making low-cost furniture. One such innovative design was this 1948 chair by Davis Pratt, a fabric-covered inflatable tube seat atop metal legs. Or how about this inflatable chair by William H. Miller, Jr.? The placard reads, "Composed of vinylite and manufactured by a chemical company, this chair typifies the application of innovative materials and production techniques heightened during wartime to domestic products." I honestly didn't expect to see a garden rake in this exhibit, but there it is in the housewares section. Using a telescoping handle, it's a model of elegant simplicity. And the same holds true for this Italian potato ricer from 1950. Made of aluminum and clearly built to last. And then there was this fruit stand made simply of wire. Fake oranges aside, this was one of the most honest designs on display in the exhibit. I've never been a fan of washing dishes, but I have to admit that this Quick Suds dishwashing implement makes me want to attach it to my faucet and give it a try. And yes, that is the original Slinky complete with its box. One of the most iconic toys ever conceived. And it definitely illustrates the point that design does not always have to be serious to be innovative. And although a picture truly is worth 1,000 words, MoMA's mission statement that they printed on the wall is equally important in my opinion. It reads, "Good design is not a label or a price tag. Good design is international both in origin and appeal. Good design is a statement and not a gadget. Good design need not be costly. Good design is neither a book of etiquette nor a social register. Good design is one that achieves integrity and good design depends on the harmony established between the form of an object and its use. Thanks very much for watching. Go over to the CCS Facebook page and you'll find more photos from this important installation.